Hello, I'm Graham Elwood, and welcome to another episode of the Political Vigilante. Today, I want to go over, there was an article and a photo on the Intercept.com. It was written by Matthias Schwartz and Lee Fang. And there's a photo that goes with this article, which is, I highly recommend you look at it. But there's a photo of Trump's inauguration. The title of the article is Spot the Billionaires on Donald Trump's inauguration platform. And they even go into, if you look at that photo, you should email these guys, matthias.schwartz@theintercept.com and lee.fang at theintercept.com. They're also on Twitter at Schwartzesk and at Lee H. Fang on Twitter. So I would highly recommend going and checking out this photo. So the article starts with some of Donald Trump's top donors received choice seats on the platform where he took the oath of office on Friday. The Intercept exclusively obtained a list revealing that the incoming administration had allocated at least a dozen of 183 seats on the inaugural platform to donors and fundraisers. The Intercept identified 7 donors who were seated not far from the dais: Sheldon Adelson, Steve Wynn, Carl Icahn, maybe, Harold Hamm, Lou Eisenberg, Woody Johnson, and Phil Ruffin. The list, however, suggests that 17 other individuals listed as donors were given seats on the platform as well. Husheng Ansari, Roy Bailey, Brian Ballard, Tom Barrack, Joe Kraft, Louis DeJoy, Robert Grand, Diane Hendricks, Peter Calicow, Richard Lefrak, probably a fracker, Ed McMullen, Steve Roth, Anthony Scaramucci, Tommy Hicks, Gentry Beach, Ray Washburn, and Ron Weiser. We're going to go into detail. Some of these people are Robert Kraft, the owner of the New England Patriots, speaking to Icon in the picture. Kraft appeared at an event last week with inauguration donors and other VIPs. Weird that his star quarterback, Tom Brady's a big pro-Trump guy. Huh. Probably no connection. And Brandon Bledsoe tweets that Tom Barrack, a private equity executive who chaired the inaugural committee, which has raised over $100 million, according to reports, was given the seat just in front of Adelson. As the Intercept reported on Friday, Barrack was granted 49 of 259 seats for the Friday morning service at St. John's Episcopal Church, just about as many seats as they gave Vice President Mike Pence and his family. Oh. So, all right. These people, it's like, you know, I mean, sure, anyone could argue, oh, well, you donate to the campaign. Of course you should go to the inauguration. That's fair. That's fair. Barack Obama had people that don't. Let's find out who these people are, okay? So Adelson, who was on this, is the chief executive of the Las Vegas Sands Casino. He gave $25 million to the super PACs supporting Trump during the campaign, and joined fellow casino mogul Steve Wynn to help lead the inaugural committee hosting events celebrating Trump's new administration. Trump has some casinos in Vegas. I'm sure there's no tie there. No conflict of interest. None at all. Harold Hamm, the chief executive of Continental Resources, a major drilling firm involved in using hydraulic fracturing, you might know that as fracking technology, has advised Trump on energy and fundraises on his behalf. Oh, what did I tell you guys? We're going back. I said this a couple weeks ago. It's all oil people. It's all fossil fuels. It's all the carbon bubble that we talked about. Lou Eisenberg, a former Goldman Sachs executive. Hey, Goldman Sachs is back in the mix. Oh, thank God. Who went on to work in private equity, served as the finance chair of Trump Victory, a joint fundraising effort that solicited checks as big as $449,400 per donor. That's not the total. That's the biggest checks they got were for $500,000. Can you imagine, what would you do, anyone out there, if somebody just gave you $450,000 instead of donating it to this shithead's inauguration or his campaign or whatever? What could you do with that money? I could take about 100 or so of that, 100 grand of that, and have a great life, and then take the rest of it and invest it and give it to charity. Woody Johnson, the owner of the New York Jets, who was recently nominated to serve as ambassador to the United Kingdom, oh God, another reason I don't watch the NFL, was seated near Eisenberg. Johnson donated $349,000 to Trump victory. Carl Icahn, the billionaire investor, gave $200,000 to Trump victory. He too has won special access to the Trump administration and is now advising the president on regulatory policy. And Phil Ruffin, billionaire owner of the Treasure Island Hotel and Casino in Vegas. 3 Vegasy guys also donated Trump victory, giving the fund $400,000. He was joined by his wife, Alexandra Nikolayenko, a former Miss Ukraine. Trump was best man at their wedding. Oh, man. Former Miss Ukraine is probably because she won that before Trump's buddy Putin invaded the Crimea region and blew that country up. We got to pay close attention. You guys, close attention. It's going to happen quick. I know this march this past weekend was great and everyone's charged up from it, as well we should be, but pay attention. If that's all you do, it will not be enough. Not even close. Because they're looking to roll back stuff immediately. They were probably passing laws this weekend. So pay attention. Because there's still unidentified donors who were just who were on the list were just as important. Hendricks, for instance, a billionaire who co-founded ABC Supply, a roofing and construction materials firm, gave $7.5 million to a super PAC that flooded the airwaves in Wisconsin, a state crucial to Trump's electoral college victory, and advertisements against Hillary Clinton. She still could have campaigned there. Joe Kraft, the chief executive of Alliance Resource Partners, a major coal firm, gave $750,000 to Future 45, another super PAC that aired a bunch of ads against Clinton. Paul Ryan is a big coal guy. Gee, I wonder how much money he got from that. This is what's going on, guys. It's no joke now. It's just, this is who is involved. There's not one decent person, not one decent human being in any of these, or his cabinet, or anybody. Just none of them. They're all climate change deniers. They're all billionaires. They're all dicks that want to stop schools and the environment and get rid of the arts, and all of them. Pay attention to who these people are. Pay attention to who these companies are. And I know you're like, well, Graham, I don't have hundreds of millions of dollars to donate to change the world. Yeah, but you cannot spend your money certain places. You can pull your money out of banks that are funding the Dakota pipeline. There's a bunch of things you can do. There's a bunch of things you can do on a little level. You might think $5 here, $100 there isn't a lot, but it actually does add up. Barack Obama raised a lot of small donors. He raised a lot of money that way, as did Bernie. So, little money here, little money there, where you spend it. Pay attention to who people are. Pay attention to who their subsidiaries are. If you cannot spend your money at one of their companies and spend it at an independent company or a privately owned or a mom and pop, that's always better. Every little dollar helps. Thanks for watching. Stay vigilant. Get involved. Pay attention. This is Graham Elwood with the Political Vigilante.